words. I don't.
I was going to say, if you were doing that, like until you start doing that, because I can't hear right now. So.
Yeah, I don't know the Bruno Mars words. Yeah.
Just start reading.
Welcome back to the Southern Quality Forward Friday Night Blitz. Mansfield Wolverines and the Lakeside Warriors both in the playoffs, but have still plenty to play for.
That is right, Brad. The Wolverines are 15th in power points. The Warriors are 17th, so this could decide a home playoff game. Let's get back into those Louisiana highlights. Wolverines and Warriors meeting up in Sibley tonight, and they're going to fight it out. Dylan Robinson takes the snap, and what's he going to do here? He's going to rumble his way into the end zone for the touchdown for the Wolverines. That gave them an early lead. Third quarter now, Lakeside with the ball, and Jordan Pruitt. What's he going to do here, Brad? He's going to fake the handoff. He's going to find his receiver, and the receiver's going to do the rest. That's Travion Sanders for the touchdown, but that's not enough. Mansfield taking care of business on the road tonight, at home tonight. Mansfield on the road tonight. Mansfield wins 38-12. I even said it, up in Sibley.
Yeah, struggling. Red River Bulldogs looking to bounce back from the loss to Manny last week, taking on Holy Savior Menard starting in the first quarter. Menard lining up in a Wildcat formation. That's Drew Scully keeping the snap, runs it in for the score. Menard up 7-0. Red River starting back deep on their side of the field. No worries, though. Red River QB Zentavia Smith launches the ball to Markel Washington for the score. They would miss the two-point conversion, though, so Menard's still up 7-6. Now, after a 3-and-out for Menard preparing to punt it away, except Chadrick Keith Jr., he muffs the punt, putting Menard near the goal line. And then Menard at the one. Cam Maguez does a simple QB sneak, help of his O-line. He takes it in for the score. And then that was all the scoring for the entire game. Holy Savior Menard beats Red River. John Bachman's Groups falls 14-6.
It's a tough loss for those Bulldogs a week after falling to Manny at home. Ruston on the road to close out the regular season, taking on Pineville. And the Bearcats wasting absolutely no time in this one. Not even 2 minutes into the game. So the coin toss was about 2 minutes. Ruston already inside the 10. Hassan Jackson with the score as Ruston goes up 7-0. After a Pineville punt, Bearcats back on the ball, facing a 3rd and long. No problem, though, for senior quarterback Eric Outley. He finds Cam Crow for the big first down conversion, and on the very next play, Outley making more plays, this time with his legs, faking out everybody on the read option. He's into the end zone for 6 to double the Ruston lead. Ruston picking up a huge win in this one, 42-16 the final.
Northwood looking for their first ever 10-0 season, taking on Bossier last night and getting right to work. This is Luke Bogan finding Jimmy Evans. He takes off down the sideline, but he'll get taken down in Bossier territory. Now the Falcons going to finish off the drive. Terrence Cook, he's going to get the feed, bounces off the would-be tackler. He got to bring more than that to bring down Cook. He cruises in for the score. Northwood leads by 7. Falcons go on to make history. Northwood getting the win, 56-28 the final.
Terrence Cook just wants you to keep feeding him the ball. You like that, right? Calvary looking to finish district play undefeated as they take on North Caddo. Pick it up second quarter, already 7-0. Calvary. Coach Ewan reaching into the bag and trip. Ball is handed off to Joseph Wilson. The reverse back to Cade Hart. He's throwing the deep ball. Isaiah Brown all alone in the end zone. His second TD of the night made it 14-0. Moving ahead, Cade Hart this time faking the pitch, calling his own number, taking it in for the touchdown. Calvary fakes the extra point. 2-point conversion made it 22-0. More from the Cavs later in the second quarter. Hart, middle screen. Brown again. He's taking it all the way to the house. All Calvary last night. They roll 43-0 the final.
Woodlawn and Huntington meeting up at Independence Stadium last night. Second quarter, Raiders threatening on the goal line here, but Tyreek Taylor there to break up that jump pass. Now that would force a 4th down for the Raiders. Now on that 4th down, Raiders turning to the big fella, Deshaun Darnell, using that size to push into the end zone for the score. That ties the game up at 14. Now this game was tied at 14 at the half, but Woodlawn making the correct adjustments. They go on to get the win, 42-14, the final.
Arcadia on the road to close out the regular season, taking on Lincoln Prep. Hornets up 33-6 in the second, and the handoff goes to C.J. Russell. He takes this one along the edge, cuts through the middle, 60 yards on the touchdown. Following a missed PAT, Arcadia leads 39-6. Brad, I'm going to go ahead and put the check mark down for C.J. Russell. That's my vote for Player of the Week this week. Now 45-6, and Russell gets the rock once again. This time he heads to his right, and no one is close to him. 55-yard touchdown makes it 51-6. And then the same score in the third. Russell again taking the handoff. He runs through a maze of Panthers defenders. Hornets win easily, 58-6. Russell, 418 yards and 6 touchdowns in last night's win.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's another day at the office for that young man.
Natchitoches Central needing a win to make the playoffs, but taking on #1 West Monroe. Opening drive for the Rebels. They got something cooking here. Handoff goes to Cam Wright. He would do the rest. Breaks loose for the touchdown strike as West Monroe would take the early lead. Now still in the first quarter, and more from their senior running back. Little misdirection. Gets a lot of space up the left side, and he is gone again. He had over 100 yards in the first quarter alone. Chiefs unable to overcome that early deficit as they fall in this one, 55-14, the final.
Cedar Creek closing out the slate against Oak Grove. This one was last night over in Ruston. Oak Grove at the 3-yard line. Handoff goes to Otis Moore. Visitors take a 6-0 lead following a missed PAT. Home team looking to respond. Brooks Auger hands it off to Lane Bluff. He takes this all the way down to the 1-yard line. Next play, Auger going to give it to Blue again. This time for 6 points after the Cougars miss another PAT. We are tied at 6. Cedar Creek, though, not having enough last night. They fall 33-12.
Now coming up on on this Friday Night Blitz, we check in on this week's Johnny's Pizza House Spirit Stick winner.
Plus, Ben Mintz is in the building. He'll join us after the break with this week's top plays.